Alright guys, what is up? I'll be honest, I took a slight break from recording. And I know this is coming out way early, but I will say there's a couple shortened episodes. Didn't realize it was happening. Turns out I recorded so many videos, my hard drive couldn't hold them all. However, I think I fixed that. I just deleted them because they're already uploaded, so I don't think it matters. But yeah, so today, weekly story time. It's weekly story time. And let's just get into it. Kind of forgot what I was doing, because I'm not playing Minecraft in a second either. By the way, I'm on summer break. Let's freaking go. Summer break. Yes, please. Alright, well, let's get started. So, first thing I have on here, I got a fishing trip. Now, I've been on several fishing trips, and I'm going to tell two of these. So there's this one time I went fishing with my grandpa and my dad, and we went out to this lake, and we weren't catching anything. And you know, my rod felt like it was about to break. Like the string and the rod, it looked like it was about to break. But then I feel a little tug, and I pull this monster catfish out of the out of the water, and that would end up being the only fish any of us caught on that trip. I know that was a little bit of a short one, so that won't count. But this next one will, because we have this friend from our church, and this guy, he owns a pretty nice sized farm. Or I guess, I don't know what it is, a farm or a ranch. It's out in the county area. But he owns this farm, and he has 2 ponds on it. And hold on. So I guess he stocks his fish well, because the first time I went fishing there, 13 bass in what? 1.5 hours? So that was pretty nice. And then I did one final cast, but my rod snapped in two. And it's a rod that's supposed to snap in two. But it snapped in two, so my dad was gonna let me cast again. No, there was a fish on it. I somehow caught a fish with the broken rod. By the way, I don't know what I'm doing here in the background. I need to really find something to do. Hold on, I'm gonna pause this, go find something to do. Okay, so I'm back. Anyway, so I ended up catching that, and I did get my second cast. I didn't catch anything, but I did get that second cast. So that was pretty nice. And then I went there again. And that time was not as much, but I still got six bass, and I don't think we were there for as long, because it had just started to rain. Thunderstorm. It's actually a pretty bad storm. We got back, it's like we got torrential downpour, we got drenched. I had to wash all my clothes. These don't stack? Well, anyway. So yeah, that fishing story. Next up, I got some teachers. Now, I've been to school, so going to school, got some good teachers. So I'm just gonna try and think as I go find something else to do, and hopefully don't have to pause this again. Okay, so it started off in first grade. First grade, I had this teacher. Her name was like, I don't even know. No, I'm not even gonna say their names. Yeah. But she was a really good teacher. And back in first grade, we weren't rotating classes. It was just one teacher. So she was reading a book to us, Magic Tree House, I believe. But you can't clutch on horses. No. Magic Tree House, and it was thunderstorming. Okay, what's happening here? What is happening here? But it was thunderstorming outside, and we were reading it, and right as we were about to finish the book, boom, lightning, and it struck right outside our classroom window. Like I'm talking right there. Like you couldn't see anything out the window. It was just white for a solid second. Then we got what we got? My third grade science and social studies teacher, and might be a little biased because she's one of my really good friends' mom, but her teaching style was like strict but fun. Like, if you messed up, you were about to get yelled at, but if you were chill and she liked you, best class ever. I remember we did so many experiments in that class. We went down to our local pond and we like examined the wildlife. Of course it was really polluted, but who cared? Why can't I sprint jump? We went out and examined clouds. We did science, like actual science. I think we made an experiment with like carbon and sugar or something like that. It was fun. And we a lot of great memories in that class. Y'all can see all that, but you know, I don't even care. And then I'm trying to think. On fourth grade, we got a new teacher, and like a new teacher to the school, science social studies, and from what I've heard, you know, teachers are nice for the first couple years, and they're like blah. We got her for the first year. She was one of the best teachers ever. And then fifth grade, I had science and social studies teacher, and she was like, I don't know how old she was, but she was energetic. And that's kind of all that matters. And in sixth grade, I had a social studies teacher, and we did a lot of fun stuff in that class. And let's see. Well, we got snowed out. We had about 2 weeks of snow days down the drain. We were supposed to be doing projects for every single unit. Because of how many snow days we got, we just had to note every single day notes. That's all it was. But at the end of her class, we got to watch all the How to Train Your Dragon movies. So, win. And then, we got science teacher. He is the GOAT. Probably one of the best, if not the best teachers I've ever had. This guy, he was on the same page as students. Sometimes he'd get mad, but that's just because his students were absolute idiots. And he did not give very many detentions, I will say that. But this guy also played Pokemon Go, know anything, I also played Pokemon Go, friended him, and like he was like, pull your phone out, middle class. Friend him. So that yeah. what is all this? But yeah. I can't think of anything else. So I don't know, this episode's kinda getting long. Technically only 2 in. I'm just gonna keep going. Ah, yes. Okay, so I was in New York City. And I found this fountain. I don't know what I was feeling like. We were at Rockefeller Center, I think. Found the fountain. I was trying to walk right into it. Soaking wet. No regrets. Honestly, yes. That's all I have to say. Yes. And I remember my parents were so mad when we got back at the hotel. We let's see. Can't remember exactly what happened, but I don't think I had any clothes left. I might have. I don't remember which day it was. Yeah, they were not happy. And then I'm gonna tell another cat story. Can't get enough of the cats. So we have this neighborhood cat. His name is Sherman. And he's an orange cat, so he's gonna have some orange cat activities. But these orange cat activities were slightly concerning. So, relatively friendly cat. However, something got into him. I was petting him, and then I start walking away, and I hear him meowing. And then I turn around, he's chasing after me. I'm wearing boots, by the way. So I'm fine. Because realistically, he could only nip at my feet. He didn't nip at my feet. And I was like running, and he like, I don't know what he did. He like did a dive, but then his teeth sank or tried sinking into the part of the boot that's like really hard and tough, and he was just sitting there now, probably in pain. Now, I felt bad, but I was not going near him. You know, I didn't really feel like getting scratched by another cat. And then, this video is about long enough where it needs to be. However, I'm just going to talk about a few things. I've been playing a lot of Tamagotchi Life Living the Dream. And I'm going to go through a couple of the Miis I have on there. So we got... so I started out with Donald Trump. Very classic pick. Then I went to Barack Obama. But can't have Barack Obama without Kim Jong-un, so I had to put Kim Jong-un on the island. And then I put myself and a couple of my friends. Misty and Ash Ketchum. They're married, by the way. And then Nimona, who my friend begged me to put on that island so that he could fall in love with her. Questionable. Hold up, there's got more. Oh, Vladimir Putin. I got Vladimir Putin on this island. And I got 3 houses. Or like 3 big houses. Like 6 people have moved in together. Me and my cousin, Mobility Gamer, moved into one house, named it Baboon Village. Y'all don't know the history yet. Then we got Ash and Misty living together. That one is the Pokey House. And then we got Donald Trump and Kim Jong-un. Bad mistake. I named it the Dictatorship House. Also, on a little miniature island far off from the main island, I put ChatGPT in its rightful place. Unfortunately, it's not friends with Donald Trump, so that's not gonna be good. Who should I put next? I don't know. I do not know. Alright, well, you know what? Let's gonna wrap it up for this week's weekly story time. I did a whole lot of nothing this episode. That might be what the next episodes look like, unless I start grinding out on a project like the Honey Farm. If you notice, there's gonna be no Forever World videos this week. I don't want to even do that right now. I'm good with the Survival World videos. Maybe a special upload. We'll see. Yeah. That's all I have to say. Also, anybody know? Well, you know, I was doing a send off. Should I even? You know, I'm gonna say it anyway. Anybody know how to sign in with Game Pass on the computer? Basically, I own an Xbox One. I can't play Forza Horizon 6 on there, but I can do it on the computer, as well as Madden 26, College Football 26. I can do a lot of things, but I need to sign in, and I'm signing on my account. I'm like, my account has Game Pass on it. For some reason, Game Pass Ultimate, which is what I have, is like not showing up. It's not even saying I have Game Pass. So I don't. Whoa. Pressing F8 right now. Okay. Well, I don't even know what to do. But I'll make a post. Anybody got an idea? So, bye.